In today's video, we're going to explore 3 bus processing plugins that I've been using on my mixes lately. The God Particle, Master Plan, and Softtube's bus processor. Each plugin brings something unique and forward-thinking to the master bus process, and that's something I'm always looking for with new plugins. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first plugin we're going to check out is the God Particle by Jason Joshua. I've already done a review to this video. You can check it out from the link above. But it's a very simple plugin that has a lot going on under the hood. It has saturation and width and dynamics going on. You see the multi-band compression in this plugin, but you can't actually change it except to push into the plugin more or pull back to get more or less compression. Also it has basically a 3-band EQ, high, mid, and low, which can help to shape the sound you're looking for as well. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward plugin. You just put it on and you try to set to the limits here where you see these little kind of squares. You try to make it hit those squares. The high square, it never ever hits. So that's one thing just to keep a note. You don't have to try to hit that one. But let's just turn it on and off. And I do have the limiter off. I don't normally use the limiter for this plugin. I like to use other limiters, but I have turned the gain down a bit just to make up for the level compensation. So this is the song without it, and then we'll bring it on. By the way, this is a song by my buddy Trip Carter called Heavyweights. Make sure to check him out.
I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you, and you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you. I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight on.
So if you notice, as soon as we unbypass it, we start getting a lot more excitement, some more width. You can hear the harmonics making things a bit more exciting. And of course, you can hear the compression quite a bit as well. So that is a great plugin, especially if you're just getting started to use for bus processor. It shows you where to hit everything and how to hit it, so that it usually sounds good. One thing I do sometimes is switch it to external, and this basically will bypass the compression section, but still give you the harmonics and width that I like of the plugin. Sometimes I just feel like the compression is a bit too much for me, or what I'll do is I'll switch it to external and put on a different compressor after. So let me just let you guys hear the before and after with it in external.
I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you, and you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you.
So if you notice, we're getting the same feel, Jay's EQ curve, the saturation, some of the width, but without the multi-band compression making it compress. So a couple different ways you can use this plugin. I honestly use this plugin on like 80% of my mixes, so it is something I'm super familiar with. Okay, so the next plugin we're going to check out is Master Plan by a relatively new company called Muso.ai, and it is a master bus plugin, and I wasn't sure about it. It didn't look that cool, and a lot of times I could tell if a plugin's worth reviewing when I get it by the looks. But once I started digging into it, I really enjoyed using this plugin and have actually been using it on a few mixes. It has a ton of features to it, and we'll go over those quickly and then check out some examples. But basically you have a low and high EQ. This loudness is their limiter, okay? A width control. Then there's these different buttons down here. There's a thick, which enables additional saturation circuit, and then each button has a slider on how much. So really intuitive way this plugin works. Clean, it removes buildup of sounds in the lower mid, so you can click that on and make that wider or lower. Multi is another feature, which is what you would probably guess, a multi-band compression. And so if you have like a little too much bass, or if you want the highs tamed a bit more, you can actually use a multi-band compressor built right into this plugin and just turn these up for the amount of compression you want. Smooth is a gentle compression, they say, that makes a smooth overall sound. So it's just a light compressor if you didn't want to use the multi-band compressor. And then calm reduces the harsh buildup during lots of in-the-box processing, is what they say. So it basically just helps tame harsh, mid-range, high-end. And there's a 2x, which doubles the amount of frequency affected by calm, okay? Lastly, there's this tape one, and this, what you would probably assume is emulation of analog tape. Little head bump, high roll off. It's actually very strong, as you'll hear soon. And then there's some presets down here, different sizes, which is always cool. Maybe we'll make it larger for the video. It's probably a good idea. And then up here is some really cool stuff too. They have these different ways of hearing it. So you can hear what it would kind of sound like through a phone, through the NS10s, through a bandpass, mono, dim it, or off. So you can hear it in different ways, which I think is really cool to build into an actual master bus or mix bus plugin. Lastly, up here you have your output, but you also have this unity, which I love. And what that does is you can make all these changes and make it so it's unity gain. So you can tell whether you're actually making this song sound better or worse using this plugin. So those are the basic controls. We'll go through and just listen to some of the different settings so you get an idea of what it does.
I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you, and you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you. I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you, and you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you. I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you, and you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you. I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you, and you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you. I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you, and you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you. I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you, and you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you.
So you can see how fast, just by switching some of these switches, we got like a mix or a master sounding way better than it was before. And all at unity, so we didn't really change the level of anything. We're hearing this with the plugin only, not gain. So this thing's really great. I've been using it in tandem with the God particle or instead of the God particle. And I've had some great results with it. So make sure to check this one out. Okay, so the last plug we're going to check out is called Bus Processor by Softtube. And it is probably the most traditional out of the three, more like an SSL type compressor, but there's so many features built into this that it does a lot more than just that. So let's go through what the different knobs do, and then we'll take a listen to what it can do. So on the front, it's basically kind of like an SSL. It even has SSL-ish knobs. Threshold, makeup, attack, ratio, knee. You can do soft or hard knee, and then release. Now, where this is really cool is in the release. You can click this button to DAW and make your release tempo-based, which I love. I wish all compressors would do this. So you can make the compressor kind of dance based on the tempo. If we listen to this song, it's got kind of an eighth note, quarter note feel to it. So you could do just eighth note or put it even in the middle for a little bit of a swing, right? Let's turn on the compressor. We'll turn off other stuff and just take a listen to that.
I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you, and you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you. I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you, and you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you.
So it sounds nice. It does what you would hope a bus compressor does, glues everything together a bit more, and just brings everything a little bit tighter. Now, what's cool about this compressor is it has this range control. And if you noticed, I turned up the threshold, and maybe we're compressing just a bit too much for this. And this can happen sometimes when you're mixing. You're in the middle of a mix, and you're like, why is everything just feeling so tight? And you'll realize that you have like 6 dB of compression going on your bus. This will help relieve that in some ways. So you can bring this down so that it's at like 1.9, 2 dB. And what the range will do is make it so it will only compress 2 dB. Anything over, it's not going to go that far. So it will help you to not over compress your master bus. So let's check it out.
I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you. And you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you.
So you can see it made it so that it wasn't over compressing our mix bus, and it's one less thing you kind of have to worry about as you're mixing if you have that range control to alleviate that stress. Next, we're going to move on to the next section of this plugin, which is the saturation. So you have wet and dry. Also, just a note on the compressor, we have wet and dry compressor as well as side chains here. So you can do dual mono or linked, low cut filter on the compressor, as well as this tone shift, which if you turn it up this way, it's going to compress more of the high end, and that way more of the bass low end. So those are great features to have built into the compressor section. Okay, so now to the saturation. It has a saturator built in as well. And this red dial here will show you the drive amount, how much saturation you're giving it. Then it has these two enhance features, tone and HRMC, or harmonics. The tone enhance button adds emphasis de-emphasis equalizer filters to the saturator, tailor-made to add density while keeping signal integrity, while the harmonic enhance button changes the type of saturation character to a more subtle one with overtones trailing smoothly in amplitude, straight off the manual. So there's two different kind of flavors basically. And then you have this tone shift, kind of like the tone shift in the compressor. You can have it saturate more of the treble or more of the bass. And I really like the ability to do that because sometimes you just want to saturate the top end and leave your low end alone. So let's get into the saturator now. I'm going to turn off the compressor and then we'll pull them all together at the end. We'll turn on the saturator and just see how deep we can get with this.
I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you. And you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you. I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you. And you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you. I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you. And you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you. I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you. And you hold it for me. You know it's shorty. I put my weight on you. I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you. And you hold it for me.
Okay, so you see all the different flavors you can get. We, cranked it, tried the different enhancements. Then we blended the saturation to see, just putting a little bit of saturation in the mix with the dry signal, which is one of the features I like doing. And then you can send the saturator pre-compression or when it's off post-compression. So a lot of different ways you can manipulate it. Okay, so lastly, let's bring in the spatialize section, which gives you the ability to add a bunch of air, width, and mono out the bass, which is always great to have on the final stages. I use width a lot, automating on the choruses and so forth. You can do all kinds of stuff with width in the final stage. So let's just bring a little sprinkle of that and see what that does.
I can't bear it by myself. I put my weight all on you. And you hold it for me. You
So you can see at the end there, after we added some of the air and the width to it, I compensated the compression a bit so that we could hear what it sounds like with everything on it. And the bus processor brought a lot to the table as far as doing our final touches for this mix. So those are the 3 bus processing plugins. Let me know what you guys think about them in the comments below. A lot of cool creative stuff that I like seeing plugin companies do to take something that we do every day, enhance it, and make it better and change the way we can do these things. If you need your songs mixed or mastered, hit me up at mixandmastermysong.com. You can also find my courses and presets there as well. Talk to you soon.